Mari, Magdalene, Mari, Magdalene. Guide us with your wisdom. Lead us to our heart space. Give us the gift of your strength and your magic, O Mary. We thank you for your teachings. We thank you that you allowed yourself to be a feminine Christ. Guide us, your children, your daughters, and your sons on our path and make it a delight. Let us heed your call today. Let our readings be magnifying of our divine spark. Let us be empowered. Let us share in your Christ consciousness, Mary Magdalene, and your teachings. For you are coming through and sharing with me that we all are divine, and we're all special, and we're all deserving, and we're all unique. Not one of us is different from you, nor is it that we can do anything that we can do what you have done and more. She is saying that I'll just let her speak because it's easier on me. I am grateful to you. It is you that I am grateful for. You are the magic. You are the life. You are the precious ones, my dear children. You are the crystals of light shining in the darkness. You are the beloved. You are held close and near. It is you I love and adore. I cherish you. I hold you close as my dear friends, as my children, as my sisters, as my brothers, as my divine lovers. We are closer than close because we are one. Walk with me, talk with me, be with me as you be with yourself. I am within you. I can never leave you, nor can I be different from you. You are free to express yourself in your own way and to have your own spark of life and luck and passion. Feel free to join in the chorus in harmony and harmonize with life. I give you the permission to give yourself permission to be free. And when you set yourself free, you are free indeed. Enjoy your readings. I am here. Tune in to me. Meditate with me. I am your leader and your teacher of the Blue Rose Cult. I am your healer and your friend. Some of you will receive activations and heart healing from this session. I am definitely here in this room. This space is holy. It is divine because you are here. Be present. Give your heart to this session and you shall receive a blessing. You will receive the insights that you are longing for. These messages are channeled by our trusted friend, sister, beloved Aya. You are in good hands. She does not feel comfortable saying these things because of her ego. But she knows full well that she is a beautiful divine light, a passionate lover and friend, a divine goddess here to be authentic and spread the message and the gospel of truth, that the feminine Christ is within you, to bring back the pieces and the parts of the masculine, the masculine heart, that will harmonize and bring into balance the sexual energies between the masculine and the feminine here on your planet Earth today, on our planet Earth, the beloved Mother Gaia. I love you, Mother Gaia. None of this would be possible without her. Your creator, our creator, which is within, through, and is all. All. Sigh. Sigh and become one with the present moment. Sigh within your heart and believe that all of this is true and it shall be true for you. Okay. I'm gonna do a timestamp for pile number 1. All right, good. Well, and it's timestamp 9:20. Let's do that. Messages from Mary Magdalene. All right, we have my beautiful trusty Dusty. Okay, I'm just going to stop talking. We're going to start off with my personal oracle deck that you will be able to find in the shop, Avatar in the City. Okay. Ooh, before we shuffle, we have sensations of autumn and skilled swordswoman in reverse. Magdalene. Magdalene. All right. So we have two women here on different paths. This could represent you and someone else. Okay. Wow. I'm noticing you here. Your head is turned away from certain energies. There are people that would like to pull. Mm, I'll add this in as part of this. Okay. There are people that would like to pull you into conflict. Okay. Because I see this, even though this card represents your past lives, your past, the energies and the skills that you bring in from your past lives that are coming online as you get to know your true self, which is your avatar. Okay. Um, as much as I don't enjoy artificial light, I know we're gonna need it. Okay. I'm diffusing it. I have like a t-shirt over it, but I'm gonna use a scarf instead. Okay. Yeah. So, all right. And so your energy is focused on your heart space. All right. Sensations of autumn is about you surrendering and giving way to the new seasons in your life. And you being okay with having tower moments because you know that it's leading you on the right path. You see, she's on the street here. She's sipping her tea. She's relaxing herself. The blue rose cult, right? The blue rose, the Mary Magdalene blue rose cult is about follow the path of the heart. You being in your heart space. Um, and you being activated and not knowing what's going to happen next, but you're okay with it. This is causing other people maybe around you to feel like some type of way. It's bringing out other people's insecurities, and this could also represent your insecurities coming up to be healed as well. I mean, anything that we see on the outside of us is a representation of the inside of us, and so you know maybe if anyone is disturbed by you and you notice it, and you feed into it somehow, that's still energy that's left within you where you need to keep to stand your ground in your heart space and continue to surrender. This is the sacral chakra, your pleasure zone. This card is called Pleasures You Like. You see the clitoris here, which is a representation of the pleasure zone inside of the woman, um, and also can represent just like energies rising with within you, you feeling good and being in ecstasy. This is like confirmation for you, like if you have been doing a great job following your heart, to continue. And also don't allow mischievous energies. This is black hole. Don't allow and get sucked in to nothing. Basically, it's like if someone is trying to get your attention by doing things to irk you or trying to pull or tug at your energy, don't pay it no mind. Keep ignoring it. Ignore it hard. Okay? And the people around you may be even skilled. They may have even demon possession at this time. Like the spirit realm can sometimes pull out the big guns to try to, keep you from whatever love that is prepared for you on the other side, because then it will have to recognize within itself the things it needs to change the most. Like the more you heal and change and allow everything around you is being pulled into the highest frequency. And for some people, it makes them feel like a failure, insecure, like they feel like they can't live up to you and to that. Everybody wants to. Everybody wants to look like they're doing it, and so they may feel competitive with you, and you're just like following your heart. Like minding your business, sipping your tea, starting your businesses. Doing your thing. Wow, this is really positive energy here. Mary Magdalene is coming through and saying that you are being rewarded here for your hard work and dedication to the light. We have here quantum leap. The grasshoppers here, you're like growing in leaps and bounds as you focus on what you want and turning your head away. You are being transformed by the renewal of your mind. That's what that means. It's like whenever whenever you want something for real and you're serious about it, you will abandon everything else for it. If you're going for a new promotion, are you going to focus on your old job, or are you going to put most of your energy into getting that new job, that new position? And so there might be some people that you used to be friends with in that old position, and they don't understand your new workload. Maybe you have a new code to get into a different part of the building. You have to have meetings with different people, which means you're in a new friendship circle. You're going out to lunch with new people. These people might feel abandoned by you and be like, oh, you're brand new. You think you're better than me now, or whatever. And it's just not that you think that you're better, it's just that you are bettering yourself. And that's what comes along with it, better things. And you don't owe anyone an explanation for leaving behind what you don't want. And this is the meaning of the rapture. You can have a rapture of love anytime you want. The throat chakra. All you have to do is say the word. Like literally, just say the word, because you're in a holy space right now of fun. Because when you think of grasshoppers, you think of the music, the harmony they make. Ooh, has to do with the throat chakra as well. It's like the things that you are saying, listening to, the song you're singing with life right now. It's harmonizing. You're harmonizing with the frequency that you want. And here we have victory here, which is a masculine energy. So you are speaking of harmonizing. So we're doing a reading with a Christed feminine energy. And it reminds me of the story of Isis and how she pulled herself together emotionally and focused, and got her friends to help her put the pieces back together of her outer masculine, which is a representation of the inner masculine for the feminine energy. So anytime you um, are reading a fairy tale and then the masculine comes in and rescues the feminine, it's speaking of a balancing out of energies here. I've been reading the sex reflexology book, and the main purpose of the book is to help the masculine understand the feminine, and the feminine understand the masculine, and how each of them are just as important as the other. And one of the things I read today that was very interesting to me is that it was saying that, and it's very true, it was saying that the masculine is fiery and quick sexually, and the feminine is like water sexually. It takes time to boil, and it actually stays hot for longer because it takes time to get there. But emotionally, the masculine is like water. And so the masculine brings fire, this victory, to the feminine energy. So with whatever it is energetically, emotionally, you've been feeling into your life, now your masculine energy within you is taking you forward. You see, it's a uphill, it's an incline here, okay? And which means it's like it doesn't mean it's not going to give you an exercise here, but you're charging right along. And it's like you're doing a good job. And I just hear and feel the energy of Mary Magdalene just smiling on you, just really genuinely happy for you. Okay, so I'm going to clarify with the Earth Magic deck, and then we'll move on to Pile 2. Sorry. Pile 2. All right, so we have grounding here, tree. Trees mean so much to me. They really do. It's really hard to keep these readings short because I just feel and feel so connected to all of these energies and messages and stuff. And then we have rain, purification, grounding, purification, and ocean, ebb and flow. All right, so Magdalene, Magdalene. All right. What I'm hearing is that there isn't really much for you to do, that you are being moved along your journey very naturally, and staying grounded for you looks like you following your heart and doing what you know is right for you. Like maybe having a daily spiritual practice that fills you up. Um, Again, it's the sound healing. It looks like music, sound, because sound is a very powerful tool to use to actually move yourself into a different frequency and to kind of hypnotize yourself, um, and quiet your mind. I'm seeing you needing to be still and know that I am. You know, grounding yourself could also you being going for a walk, and um, your diet. Like grounding is like your earth life, right? Whatever you do in your earth life, for your earthly needs, let it be healthy. Let it be um, joyful. Let it be let yourself and your heart be at peace. Rest, you know, wash your clothes, clean your room. Like that purification here is a penetration of energies that you need from heaven. And it's like making space, making room for a new ebb and flow. It's going to be in and out here. It's like this process of you quantum leaping. Sometimes for a lot of people, it feels like, man, when is this going to end? But see, and then I'm going to end it after I say this. The trick to moving along is to enjoy being, knowing that the ebb and flow is right, is good. Like this is your life. There is no end destination, because then what? You know what I'm saying? It's like what? And for most people here in this side of the world, like Western world, I'm not talking. Well, a lot of people want money, and everyone sees money as like the end result and destination. But no, having a fulfilling life. You can have a fulfilling life with no money. You can follow your heart with no money. Money does help. And so we do pray and ask that you do receive abundance in the form of money. But this energy here is saying that you already know and feel abundant, and you're already harmonized, because abundance is actually just life in general. All of life is the oracle and the miracle and the proof that abundance is real. Abundance is a state of being. So it's basically saying stay in that state, and victory is sure for you sooner than later. Okay? Okay. Thank you so much, pal number one, for joining this session. I'm feeling the power and the energy of Sister Lady Mary Magdalene, and the transmission here is very powerful this evening. Please do enjoy and take it in. It's for you. It's really for you. Thank you. Greetings, pal number two. Thank you so much for picking this pal. You are very special. You're very divine. You're all heart. You're all fruitful. And I'm seeing in my mind's eye that fruity mukbang card that I love so much. Calling in health, love, wealth, um, divine love from many people, from your soul tribe, your spirit team, and your guide. The message that I'm getting here is that you may feel alone. You may feel like down sometimes, like lonely. And you're doing the best you can to stave off that feeling. Sometimes with healthy decisions and sometimes not so healthy decisions. And that could be maybe you not always listening to your guides out of rebellion and resentment for them not giving you everything you need. Like you feel like you're waiting all the time for life to happen and support you, for yourself to feel loved, you know. You might feel tired and just like depleted of energy, instead of feeling this. You're like, where is my blessings and the invigoration that everybody is talking about, and all these blessings or whatever. Where's mine? It's like, where's Waldo? Okay. And so I'm picking up on a really funny sarcastic energy here. And your spirit team is letting you know they are with you and they're always there and they're never going to leave you and they love you so much. They respect you. You are a divine being and you're highly favored and you're on your right path and you're doing the right things. Okay? Nothing can keep you away from God's love for you. Nothing can separate you in reality from your truth, which is that you are a light, you are a star, you are abundant. You are here for a purpose and a reason. Okay? And sometimes the illusions might have you feeling some kind of way, like in your feelings in a certain way. But those are just illusions and they're temporary. And they can fall away whenever you're ready for them to. Okay. Whenever you're ready to commit completely to following your heart, Mary Magdalene is here and she is smiling from ear to ear, watching over you, protecting your heart, all the good things that you have ever dreamed of are right there waiting for you to get into, just kind of bundled up and cuddled up into the frequency. You have to start feeling more comfortable with feeling happy and feeling good. So maybe some of the sarcastic type energies aren't the most useful for you right now. A softer approach will do you better. So we have Angel 37. You can look her up. Aniel. 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 What are your messages here? God, Lord of all virtues, change within will change my world without. Okay. So this is a message for you to understand that whatever attitude you're holding within, for whatever reasons they may be, those are the same energies that you will get back. And this angel is about breaking the cycle, breaking the circle, and lifts opposing barriers and brings victory. So you're like right on the cusp of making that decision. It's like you have to make that decision. It's like, do you want to be like cool? Because sarcastic people are seen as really cool. The ego really enjoys being the cool person, you know. The joyful person who is enlightened and uplifting, encouraging, and sensitive usually isn't seen as the cool person. It's usually seen as like a dork, you know? And I know that maybe reduces you into a type of person that cares about what other people think. But a lot of times, that's the reasons deep down inside, we allow the superficial to dictate who we are and what we do because we care about how we look. And when you become enlightened, your image changes, like your self concept changes, and then how you show up in the world changes. Your friendship group will change, everything will change. So, this is excuse me, I'm about to sneeze. This is following your heart is a big decision for the ego. Your heart is childlike and is delighted to play with life and doesn't care about what anyone thinks at all. And it's unashamed, you know, of what it is and its inspiration and its relationship with God. Like your true self is all in all the time. It's just that this looks like a bit of a ego death that needs to happen. So we have Angel Aladaya, the favorable God, divine grace, cures rage, and pestilence absolves the guilty. And this card came out reverse. So you feel in this holding pattern where you're making the decision to break a certain circle, kind of like this, a repeating energy over and over again, maybe going through the same lesson over and over again. You feel abandoned by God. You feel like you're outside of God's favor, like you're not in divine grace. Some rage is coming up to be healed. And yeah, that's the circle that you're deciding to break right now. Okay. I saw this one first, and so I'll just take both of these. So we have Angel 22 and Angel 71. I-I-L. I-I-L. And then ha-I, ha-I-I-L. Ha-I-I-I-L. Okay. The right hand of God and God, master of the universe. All right. Fame and renown influences commerce, voyages, and great discoveries. And then we have here divine warrior confounds the wicked and brings victory and peace. It says true evolution happens when you stop fighting. All right. And this card came out reverse. So I'm seeing here that no matter how much you kick, scream, and fight for spirit to give you what you want in the tantrums or whatever, it's kind of like a stalemate. You're gonna have to surrender to God's divine way, because His way is foolproof. Your way is leading you back into this circle of barriers that you're creating for yourself, and a change of attitude, like they say gratitude or whatever. But when I was in this space, because I have been in this space before, and it does happen, and I'm not saying it never will happen again, where I'm stubborn and I want things to look a certain way. Like, I want to be loved by a man, or I want to make a certain amount of money right now, or I want to be able to travel right this instant. Um, Things actually move more fluidly when you just go, okay, it's okay for me to want these things. I'm not hurting myself by wanting, and it's actually the divine that's desiring these things through me. That's how desires are God desiring to live through you. So you're not wanting anything off. You're not off here with what you want. It's just kind of like, you got to just kind of chill out and learn, like, to enjoy the moment and be where you're at, and stop being in conflict with where you're at and who you are right now. Like, accept yourself. First, accept yourself. Accept where you're at. And maybe accept that you don't really like this right now. Okay. Okay. I don't really like this right now. And so if you were a mother or a father and you had like a toddler or a teenager or whatever age this inner child within you is throwing this tantrum, you can even journal and say, okay, how old am I? This part of me that's throwing this tantrum. Use your least dominant hand and answer your questions. And your inner child will respond. I am 9 years old. Why am I throwing a tantrum? Nobody loves me. Who is nobody? My friends, my family. Okay, what is it that you would like to do? What would happen if you did these things? Like, you have to just kind of like give yourself a bit of an inner child healing session. Talk to yourself. Like, don't shove away your feelings, because your feelings are, this energy here is like you trying to do it with your own strength and your own power. And you can do it with your own power, but it's going to be through your heart that things get done. Your heart is the way. And your heart isn't logical. You're trying to solve your problems or the puzzle or figure out what to do in your mind, and it's tripping you up. Use your heart, and your heart will say, go for a walk and get some ice cream. And that is the exact right thing to do. I'm going to get some clarity cards, and then we're going to move on to pile number 3. Mm-hmm. Bathing in the cosmic waterfall. This is my avatar in the city deck, and you can get it from my shop, which is underneath in the description of this reading. All right? Bathing in the cosmic waterfalls. This is about you clearing and cleansing deeply. And I call it deep sanity. Okay? The group, pile number 1, it was more about sound healing. For you, this looks like maybe going to a hot springs. You know, I don't know, people don't go skinny dipping in the dark anymore. Being in darkness and some water, taking a bath by candlelight, giving yourself an intentional spiritual bath, because you need to get out of your head and into your heart as much as possible and get into the flow. Get back into the flow. Mhm. You can also sign up for readings with me. It's in my shop as well. Sessions, healing sessions. I have a Magdalene blue rose session available right now. Magnolia and yellow carnelian. So this is really good here. This is ancient wisdom, mother goddess wisdom, and self-worth. Okay? Maybe you're aiming too small for yourself. Usually when we're in our head, we can't begin to fathom what God actually has for us until you get into your heart space. You're wanting, because of something within you, some gifts, some talents, you know your worth. You're like, why am I not getting what I'm worth from relationships, from community, from any, like, where, like, who the hell do you know who I am? No, it's like, do you know who you are? And you have to feel into who you are. You can't think, you can't just know it. You have to feel it. Okay? I'm going to start doing some feel, like, I don't know what I'm going to call, I do know what I'm going to call it. It's called the Living Workshop. You are the Living Workshop. You need to get into your chi here. Okay? You need to tap into your own energy, because this is this looks like you're knocking the sonic coins out of yourself by looking for validation from the outside world in some type of way for who you want something to show up to prove that you are who you are, and you don't need that. Okay? And but you do need to feel it though. You do. You're right. You do need to feel it. You don't need it. It's not going to show up until it's in like the cells of your being are in chorus with that frequency. New home. Oh wow, this is interesting. What is that? This here. It's weird. Looks like an owl or somebody peering in your window. I've never seen that before. What the freak is this? Let me see. Seriously, this is weird. Is this like an ink blotch or something? The heck? It must be. Okay. For some reason, I'm seeing someone peering into your new home. Magdalene. Magdalene. It's like, all right, so what this message is saying with this energy of new home, it's like you want to embody a new frequency for yourself, a happiness, that a peace, and you can't bring in your old energies. You can't bring in your old ways, your old friends. You need to close your blinds. This could be you needing to protect your energy more. Protect your new home. Like, protect your space. Protect your mind. Protect your body. And you could even need to, a lot of times we need to protect it from our own self. You know, it's like you're trying to peer into the end result and to see what it's going to be, to see if it's worth it for you to actually sacrifice and make these changes. And you just need to really just be with your energies and be with yourself right now. And I'm going to end this message here. There's so much I could say. There's so much I would love to assist you with. But Mary Magdalene is assuring me that you got this. You can do this. You're an ancient divine being. You are fruitful. You are abundant. And you got this. So I'm going to end this session out now. Thank you so much for joining me. And now I'm going to begin pile number 3. Hello, pile number 3. Hi. Wow. I can feel the presence of Mary Magdalene. This transmission is so soft, subtle, yet powerful. The heart space doesn't really need a lot of busyness. Okay? The heart space allows you to have a full life and also feel rested and relaxed. And Mary Magdalene would like to send you a message that you are to do business, not just be busy, to get organized, but to do it in a new way. I was hearing your business is abstract, or the way you do business is not going to be like anyone else. And you have to sit and find your own way, and your own ebb and flow. It's really important that you are authentic and true to yourself and that you don't try to be like anyone else. And it's also you breaking curses or just doing things different than how your family does it. Will have you feeling like you're leaving people behind, or people may feel abandoned by you, and that's okay. It's a part of growing. It's a part of life. It's a part of being part of the light family. You have a new family, and they're looking for you and your services. And some of you need confirmations, and so this will be it. We're going to start off with the Earth Magic Oracle here. What comes what comes in the middle is tsunami, wake up call, an island, solitude. If you've ever been in a natural disaster on an island, you know that it can be kind of scary. But when you wake up in the morning and everything that is physical is destroyed, right? It's Kali energy, right? Cleansing, purification type energy, so needed. It's like you need something new. You need things to be cleared away. And it's a part of life. Like destruction is a part of life. Although we don't like it and we fight against it, it's so good. It just like moves you, okay? And I'm hearing it's like your understanding of life, your wisdom, the way you move, like other people may be um in a panic, doomsday, and fear, but it moves you to go within, to be in solitude and get closer to God. And that's where all your gifts, like your gifts will come online because of this. Like everything will be given to you. After I was in really bad hurricanes in the Virgin Islands and then in Puerto Rico, right? And it's really beautiful to see the greenery come back, for life to come back, the animals to come back. You know, like life be life in. It's not, like, because God is eternal and God channels through everything we see with our physical eyes. It's God in action in life. You can't stop God. Like nothing can stop you. You're unstoppable. And nothing can stop other people either. It's just that when you go in solitude, that's a new level of power and inner empowerment. So you end up like being a leader. That's like shamanic energy there. So we have the spring equinox, which is rebirth, a new beginning. See, okay, we were talking about how, after a trial or a natural disaster or Kali comes through and Vishnu, we're talking about primitive cosmic energies that destroy planets here. Like we're destroying a whole solar system. We're just going to start the fuck over for the fun of it. And what's so interesting about like spirit realm, it has no feelings. It does not. And a lot, in my life in general, I've experienced a lot and of hard things, hardships and things. And sometimes I'd be like, Spirit, all right, listen, I know y'all don't feel anything because you're not in human form at this very moment, but I'm letting y'all know y'all need to come on and ease up on me right now. I can't. I can't. I need a soft. I need you to soften this right now. Okay? And you have to tell them, you have to ask them sometimes. Like sometimes I'll pray and I'll ask for things. And then I'll say, and do it in a way that's gentle for me. Because they'll be like, oh, what you say you wanted? A mansion? Boom. I'm going to kill your cows, your ducks. The sky's going to fall down. Here's your mansion. It's like, okay, you know what? What? You didn't say. It's like, okay. Well, it's like with the spirit realm, because this rebirth it came out reverse, okay? And there is no reversal readings in this deck. But we were just talking about how after The storm is greenery coming. This is like a promise. And I'm not going to be surprised if the rainbow card don't come out for you. I'm seeing the promise of a new life. I'm seeing the promise, DNA, karma. Okay. Submerged iceberg. Okay. Okay. That solitude card is more where you're at this time. And for some reason this is like Kundalini energy here. The rebirth card came out reverse. The iceberg card came out reverse. Submerged. Solitude. Let's take a look here. I want to read that DNA karma. Karma. It's like you're in the deep, dark feminine. I love it. Ooh, it's really good. It says aspects of your soul enter your primitive physical self long before you have begun to take form. Listen to that. Aspects of your soul enter your primitive physical self long before you have begun to take form. I love it. While the DNA that you inherited from your biological parents has a physical component, it also has a soul pattern that came together in the creation of you. You are predisposed to follow the karmic dictates of this patterning to some extent. Yet, as you evolve in your consciousness and expand the light of awareness, you can make choices that shift and modify this ancestral design. This is one of those times you can feel the tug of your soul that is both ancient and karmic. Yet you also recognize the persistent and loving communication from your higher self that contradicts the more familiar solutions before you. The choice is up to you, but know that every time you heed the guidance of your higher self, no matter what etheric or physical form it takes, human consciousness is elevated. In a sense, it becomes a choice between destiny and fate. This is one of those times you can feel the tug of your soul that is both ancient and karmic. Yet you are also persistent and loving communion with your higher self. The contradiction someone is familiar before you. The choice is up to you, but know that every time you heed the guidance of your higher self, no matter what etheric or physical form it takes. Right. So it's like what we were talking about at the beginning with you and business, right? You might be the first one in your family to actually like follow your heart. And you have to be by yourself because nobody really gets you, understands you, and what it takes. Everybody has so much to say, advice or whatever. It's time for you to like, and you doing this. Something has happened to where it was a wake up call for you that, you know what, I'm not going to interact with these energies anymore. Oh, that's when the true you emerges. You are definitely on the right path, doing the right things. Man, I just really enjoy that dark night of the soul. That's what I'm getting from this. It's like when you finally surrender to your healing process for real, it's like no more tinkering around with, oh, I know what a crystal is. Oh, I know, this astrology sign. It's like bump all of that. You become like a medicine woman or a medicine man. It's like you are becoming one with your shadow and taking that shadow and transmuting it and alchemizing it into the life that is of your choosing and fate and your destiny. You're not going to allow the past to dictate or waste your time, waste your energy anymore. And you're keeping it all to yourself. Smart. Smart. Because what's the point? It's like, what's the point of sharing this process with people who it's not that they aren't divine beings. They're just not where you're at and not willing to go as far within the depth. The depth. The depth. There's just a lot of depth here. You're going into the depth here of your being. It's like you really need that comfort, that love, support, and you are feeling it from the divine. It's like I'm feeling this warmth and comfort for Mary Magdalene. Be authentic. It's like all your life you've been hunted and chased away. You see these people going up the hill to the castle because they don't understand this person. This person is a monster to them, but this person has the heart of gold. This is you, and you've hidden yourself away so that you're not attacked, right? Yet they still attack anyway, and it's kind of a never-ending cycle. And so now you're getting your strength and your energy because you're going to come on up out this castle. And you're going to face these people one day, but now is not the time. It's like be authentic in your safe space with yourself. And then you will be able to not care about what these people have to say, the daggers they throw. Like authenticity, being in your heart space, following the path of the blue rose is following your heart. Okay? It's like a natural protective energy, like that childlike energy. You know how children, no matter, it takes a while to break a child down, or it takes a really strong, violent force to stop a child from being itself, because a child's just going to laugh at you and not take you seriously, right? And so you're going to go back to that childlike state. That's what's happening. Carousel. This is about repeating, seeing the same patterns, going back around in a circle. It's like you're tired of that. You're tired of this DNA here, this karmic energy coming back around to you. So you're willing to do whatever it is you got to do in order to, and this dragon bay energy is coming out. And it was reversed, but I turned it up right. This is about you feeling the need for protection from these people. It's like you're submerging yourself in solitude and your healing energy, because that honestly is the getting away from them and energy is the way to get away from them. Like you can't argue, you can't fight, you can't like compete, because that just pulls you in. But like turning away from that energy and focusing in on yourself, loving yourself, healing and being healthy and chanting and just diving deep. I want confirmation for your Dragon Bay reverse, please, Mary Magdalene. Your Dragon Bay reverse. Because it's like this feeling of being, I don't want you to feel afraid. It's like it's fear that somebody's going to come and get you or something. And that's like inner child fear, that if I be myself, this be authentic, then I'm going to go through some of the same things I went through in my childhood that scared me away from being myself. This death card is coming out reversed as well. So you're afraid that um, when you have been yourself in the past, it did not go well, right? This is energy of let the dead bury the dead. There's nothing that more for you to say. There's nothing more for you to do. You can't use your energy anymore to protect them from themselves any more than they can validate you to make you be who you are. It's that time is over. There's nothing they can do for you. There's nothing you can do for them. And that's what you're learning and seeing. This is confirmation of what you already know. And a lot of times when we go through this process, we feel guilt, especially if it's family and this is your DNA, so it is your family. It could be your mom, your dad, your siblings, it could be everybody. You're like, dang, I don't want to have to do this, but y'all is not giving me no choice. And that's your fate and your destiny. That's by design, honey. Like we were talking about at the beginning, this primitive, spiritual, psycho, somatic energy is impersonal and it has no feelings. It's not a personal attack on them. But in the 3D world where everything is taken personally, right? You're being guided to take on a new perspective, to dive deeper, submerge yourself into your rebirth and learn the secret codes within you, the alchemy, to transmute these energies. And it's the death. It's actually this very situations that you're sick and tired of. So you needed to get tired of it. Because these are the energies that are dying, decaying here, death and decay for a reason. And so that something new can come from the compost. Okay? I offer sessions in my shop. I have a HATHOR session that will be great for you. It is about life, death, rebirth, and celebration, and really transmuting the cells within your body, because this is all feelings and sensation, and I just really love and enjoy this space that you're in right now. We can talk for days and hours and go on and on about this. I would love to, but we gotta go to pile number 4, and I will see you in the next reading. Peace. Pile number 4. The reason why I'm chuckling because I just had like the biggest, not the hugest intermission, but kind of, I went to the bathroom. I recharged my chi outside on the porch. I made a whole new batch of incense for you, just for you. I sang and chanted to myself. I was singing, I have everything I need. I am who I want to be. I am who I want to be. Which is from this group called the Beautiful Chorus. Maybe that's a oracle for you, and that's why I brought it up. Okay. Mary Magdalene, Magdalena is here. Her presence is very soft and passionate and feminine, um, and wise. It's a lot of wisdom, a lot of heart. Her blue rose way cult is a path of the heart. So within following your heart. Sometimes you got to take a break, you know. Sometimes you got to go within, and it don't have to be for long. It's like, check in with yourself. How are you feeling? How are you doing? How's your body feeling? You know, are you drinking enough water? Are you um taking care of yourself the way you deserve to be? Just because it's like it seems like you're already in it. Like you've already began your journey. Um and you want to make sure that you don't lose yourself in the illusion. That's what it's feeling like. It's like, I don't want you. Remember, if you watch Eat, Pray, Love, um, I love that movie so much because I read that book I was like in a stage where I was reading memoirs about women. I love women memoirs. And one book I read, somebody went to Bali, and the next book I read was Eat, Pray, Love, and then they made the movie out of it. And so I was like so into it. But remember, in the book, well, in the movie as well, um, she found the love of her life, and he was like super fine, super abundant, just like he was in his own inner harmony with himself. After she got finished praying and eating, and the thing, she did the thing, the eat, pray, love thing. And she was so afraid that she was going to lose her. She was willing to throw him in the water, throw him back in the water with the fish, throw the whole. She was like, I will not go back. I refuse to go back. And so that's like a fear that I'm seeing it's coming up. And Mary Magdalene is like, live. You have nothing to fear. You'll never go back to the way you used to be because you're just not the same. You don't have to stress or worry about whether or not you're going to put up your boundaries. They're already there. When you actually transmute, alchemize, and transform your energy, it does take a little time for the mind to believe that you're actually a new creation. It's like, am I actually able to be this new person? Is it possible for me to actually love and like myself this much? This has to be, and am I actually getting to follow my heart and things are coming to me with ease? This can't be real. It feels like a dream. And then you feel like the rug is going to be pulled from underneath you. And sometimes you might even go back to your old way of thinking. It's like you're still finding your legs here. Let's get into your reading. We're going to start with I want to start with this little deck here. I don't even know. It's like a French oracle deck that I got for free on the side of the road by the beach because these girls were giving them away. All right. So we're going to start here. Mary Magdalene, what are your messages for pile number 4? I wanted to start off with my avatar in the city deck so I can plug my deck, but we'll end off with it. Okay. You are real. The love in you is real. You can go ahead and go with it. You are safe. Nothing's going to come and attack you from around the corner. Nobody can take it away from you. If something does happen or pop off, you'll know what to do. You'll know what to say in the moment because you're learning or have learned and solidifying it even more that you can trust your heart. This is a good ending for all the 3 piles. They all kind of go into each other, I see. Not linear though. Okay? All right. Let's get it. Desire. Desire reverse. Now, what the first thing I heard is that you don't believe all the way that you can actually have what you want. Journey, but you can. Like even okay, so you've done so much work and so much healing, so much you're already there. You can't stop it. Like you even your you trying to make sure you're like looking out the window, trying to make sure it's coming or whatever. It's coming. You know, you're doing yourself though a disservice by just not enjoying the moment. You could enjoy the moment more. It's you may not be used to relaxing into the moment and allowing things just to be and actually trust, like you have faith. This is a new way of being for you, and things are working out for you, and they will continue to work out for you. Yeah, you see the happy ending, the castle in the background. It's like you're leaving one way of thinking, one way of being, and you're journeying on to the next. But we will clarify that why that desire card, fidelity. This is so much of a heart space type energy. You don't want to trust. You're not used to, it's not that you don't want to trust. You're not used to trusting the desires that come up for you as real. Like, when we get into what this actually is here that we're doing here on earth, like, and you realize that you're moving and talking and breathing, and like this body thing, it's miraculous, isn't it? Right? And then for you to find out like that you're magical, you're all powerful, you're all knowing, and that you are one with this all powerful, all knowing creator, and it gave you everything already, and it's all yours. It's kind of hard to freaking believe, especially especially if you have been struggling in the child line, good times, you know what I'm saying? And then you're watching other people moving in the diving, good times. Ain't we lucky we got it? And so people, you're used to having the mindset, it's like, well, I just need to be happy for what the F I get, even though I'm bitter, resentful, and I hate myself and my life. But this is life. And you're like, and you already went on a journey and said, no, not my life, right? And so everything that has come along with you desiring, don't back down now. You've gone on a journey and you found, because I keep hearing these dogs barking in the background. You know how happy dogs are just to be in the moment, and it feels weird, right? To just trust your heart like that. Man, today my heart wanted to go to Starbucks and get a matcha frappuccino or whatever, and just sit and create, because I'm making it, y'all, me, myself, really, um, some products from my shop. Like, I love designing. I love fashion design. I, that's the last thing I studied in high school. Like, I studied a lot of things all my life, but fashion design is so much fun, and it takes me into this like heart kid zone, and I just like love it. I feel like panting like a dog. It's so much fun to me. You guys will see it soon. Um, because I'm gonna do a poll and see which ones y'all like the most. But anyway, I'm excited to have found my lane, my zone, and I can relate. This is probably my pal. All of them felt like my pal to a certain extent, or like I've been there at least. But this one feels like me, like where I'm at. Like, ooh, 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 wow, wow, I'm powerful, like in a way that's like beautiful, and I like it, and I want more of it, and I want to stay in this zone. I'm going to stay in this zone. Ooh, but let's see why this desire card has come out reverse. It's like you're journeying on to just more happiness and more presence because you put in the time, the energy, the effort. All right, desire. Why are you reversed? Celebration is what I'm hearing. Just go ahead and celebrate. Stop looking for the other foot to drop. Stop looking for reason to not be happy. All right, so we have the black sheep and the llama, and then the social shaman also coming out in reverse. Magdalene. Ooh. Oh, the first thing that came to me is that, baby, you was on Front Street, and that is uncomfortable. You are on Front Street, and everybody can see what you are. Your power, like your power is on display. You're showing. You're used to hiding your desires. Ooh, that just hit me in my usha na 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 ooh kanamola shinta in my ooh. He's coming in a Honda. Ooh, I shoulda and I ooh I will and I won't be quiet. That just hit me. You're on Front Street. You was on display. You were used to hiding your desires, your gifts, and your talents. You're like showing. You're like loud and I'm proud. You're letting your freak flag fly. You don't care who like you, or maybe you do a little bit, but you don't at the same time. And you're willing to go at this in a peaceful way. What is this here? Fruity mukbang reversed. And so, okay. All right, I'm gonna let some cards actually fall out. And it's like, don't go back to your old ways to comfort and shield. It's like, all right, so sometimes when we feel exposed, fruity mukbang in the middle and composting. Sometimes when we feel exposed, in order to feel safe, we try to fit in again and go back like a turtle. Composting is taking things that are meant to be trash and using it. You've already done this, I'm hearing. Composting. You've done this and you will continue, and I'm hearing you will continue to do it. You will continue to receive the same types of stares, looks, energies. The only difference is now, fruity mukbang, you know what to do with it. Wow. Interesting. I never noticed this before. So you compost into the garden, and that's like a life, death, rebirth, celebration energy, and then you reap the harvest here. This is alchemy here, right? And this is the end result, the transmutation, where you are enjoying the fruits. Ooh, hallelujah, of your labor. I feel it. I want to shout. I'm about to cry. Oh man, God, thank you. Feels like confirmation for me. What I need to hear in this very moment. In this very I ain't gonna hide. I wanna pause the video and I wanna take a moment for myself, but because I feel like this is not about me, it's for you. But hell, here we are. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what's up? What's up, moment? Moment, meet meet rituals, rules, and regulations at the ego. Hello. I'm breaking my own. I want, it's not that I never do, but I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to, have these readings go for a certain amount of time and like try to keep my energy, you know, high, do the right type of readings, because this is a different. Y'all know, y'all seen me go through so many changes because I'm trying to find myself, and I have to try out different things because I just do. There's no one like me, and so thank you all for that have been with me and just been patient with me. You can see my heart and you can feel me, you know. Um, and I've given up trying to be like other people, and I've given up uh, not following my heart. And this is really beautiful confirmation because this is how I've been feeling. Like Spirit just pours in so much love all day, right? It's when you start following your heart, you can hear it. It's like a song from heaven of confirmation all day long, and one good feeling leads to another good feeling, like that matcha tea, and then doing the design, and then I go home and I um, do some more Tai Chi and sun salutations, and I um, look forward to sitting here. I didn't know I was going to channel Mary Mac. I knew I was going to do a pick a card reading today, but because I was like asking, like, what's the right type of reading that doesn't drain me? And the goddesses, when I work with the god they always give me so much energy. That's me. That's me. That's my alignment. That's my lane, and I'm going to just stay in it because it feels good to me. And when you feel good and you focus and you just focus on that, right? And even when life or situations are trash or whatever, you make the best and the most out of it that you can. And you stay focused on what it is that you want to do with the energy instead of maybe what other people intend, right? People have their intentions and they may be trash for you. They might not be, you know, fruitful for you, but you know what's fruitful for you. So if when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade, right? Or you take the lemon peels and you put them in your garden and your compost, and you get a whole garden to eat with and share. And now you're sharing your energy with people that actually appreciate the same things that you do. And if you haven't experienced this yet, this is what's coming. Man, okay. Mm-mm-mm. I really needed that cry. One last cry, one last cry, before I leave it all behind. All right, new home. You're desiring. Yeah. You're desiring a new home, and you know exactly where you want to be or how you want to feel. And embodying that new frequency is not necessary. It could be a physical place, but it could just be you wanting to feel like a brand new, you want a brand new life. You could want to change your whole diet, get more fit, change your hair, you know, change the drapes around here. This is some of the same cards in the other one of the other piles. I forgot which one though. Um, Magnolia and Yellow Carnelian. Maybe you're traveling to ancient places from past lives because this is underneath the journey. And this Magnolia and Yellow Carnelian is about your ancient, like inner wise goddess energy that knows its worth knows where it's come from, and that, at the end, everything's going to be okay. This is like the inner confidence that comes from past lives, that comes from being an ancient, wise being that's within you, in your DNA already, in your inner knowing. This is like your inner knowing. I wonder why. That's exactly why that's reversed. So we have the skilled swordswoman and victory. So yeah, this is like past life skills coming in alignment, and victory. See, even when the victory card is reversed, victory is still there. But maybe it just doesn't look like how you thought it would. This is like, stay open about what happiness is and what it looks like. Like, stay open to where you travel to, what lands you travel to. You have a picture, an ideal here of what you would want your new life to be like, and maybe how it actually turns out. Yeah, it's like what I was just talking about, being experimental and like allowing things. This is my deck, by the way. You can get it in my shop, Avatar in the City. Being experimental, not pinning things down. Use your gifts and your talents, but it's not going to look how you want. And that's not a bad thing. It's like God can give you immeasurably more than you could ever think of, dream of, or imagine. But you're such a powerful light being here, or earth angel, like on the high ranks here, right? That maybe in the past you struggled with being control. Feels kind of controlling, like you want to control. You can't control. All right, let's look at some angel cards to get some clarification. You want to see, you want to know, you want to control. Because it's like you already do know, but you don't know. It's like the universe wants to surprise you. Metatron. Metatron, advancement and progress, teaches, guides, and records events in the book of life. The recording angel. Wheel of Fortune. It came out reversed. It's like, stop trying to look into and peer into what's going to happen next. Hara Hell, Angel 59, the all-pervading God. Intellectual richness, protects fertility of women, makes children respectful towards their parents. The all-pervading God. It's like only God knows every single last detail. Stop wanting to know everything. That's getting in the way of you taking the actions you need to take. Daniel, God and merciful judge. Eloquence gives answers to those in doubt. Right. Okay. So even though you know that God is there and you're going to be blessed, and you want to know, make sure that everything goes how you want it to be. Right? You want to make sure you stick that landing and it's like, the crowd goes wild. Leave room to be surprised. Leave room to the divine to work its magic. Like, okay. So I'm following my heart and everything when I do these readings and stuff. This is my life purpose. This is my mission. I love it. I love you. I love the goddesses. I love God. I love creation. I love spirit. This is everything to me. This is not what I expected to be doing though when I was a little girl at all. Yet I can still do the things that I love to do. Like I was saying, I can sit down at my computer and I can design. I may not be like a fashion house or even a singing recording artist, but I can still use my gifts in ways that are very fulfilling because I let go of how it looks in the end, right? It's more abstract, it's deeper than what I could ever dream of or imagine. It's even more fulfilling than um it's like more connection than I could ever dream of or imagine with God. And it's everything I want that I didn't know I wanted. It's everything I need. I'm about to cry. That I didn't know I needed. And that trust though for me is still a thing. I've never just been satisfied and okay with not doing. I'm like, why am I not doing where's this? What I've been pretty stubborn and resentful and bitter like most of the time. And my biggest lesson, I'm giving insight into me. My biggest lesson is patience. And this is one of my biggest lessons too. Like to just, girl, sip your matcha frappuccino and enjoy the moment. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Wow, I'm starting to get like some type of deja vu. Interesting. Everything's going to be okay. All right, we're going to get some more confirmations here, and then we're going to end it. This card was sticking out. Vision Quest, okay. Desert, Vision Quest. Completion. Full moon. Rain and purification. All right. You're ready to go off on your way, on your journey, on your path, on your vision quest, okay? It's like maybe you have one more vision quest or whatever this is to complete, or your vision quest is complete. You're finished here. I don't know which one it is. I don't know. The moon is a mystery here. Okay? And you'll know within yourself which one that might be. You don't need to do any more purification. For this reading, every time I try to get um confirmation, it's like not wrapping up. And I think that's part of the feeling of the reading. I'm just going to leave it this way because there's really nothing that it's like no more reading or this energy. It's going to keep saying the same thing over and over again. You can dig into your energy and try to make yourself perfect, as much as you want. You can kind of maybe even hold back yourself, but at the same time, you're still moving forward, even within that. It's like you can do no wrong. Interesting. It's like because of where you're at and all the work you've done, you can do no wrong. because you already know how to handle. You need to start trusting yourself more. This is what this is saying. Trust in God, trust yourself. You're going to be okay. It's time for you to just kind of like roll out the baby bird's nest. I'm going to read this vision quest because I'm called to, and then I'm going to let you off the line. All right. A vision quest is a process whereby you spend a few days in the wilderness alone. Typically, you carry only water and some sacred items with you, and you spend most of the time praying or meditating. Many who have completed a vision quest assert that it is a powerful and even life-changing experience and report vivid and profound revelations. It is said that the desert does not lie. So partaking in this can help you discover the truth about your purpose or at least give you some clues. It is time for you to go on a vision quest. Designate a place in nature in which to dwell, whether for a couple of hours or a few days. Spend the majority of your time while there praying and meditating. It is best to be in a location where you can truly find solitude, even if it's in a quiet corner of a park for an afternoon. Wherever you go, take your question, concern, or challenge with you into prayer or meditation. Allow it to float around in your consciousness and watch what shows up. This is one of the more powerful cards by drawing it. Whatever other messages you may have received are amplified threefold. Okay? Amplified threefold. All right. Yeah. You've done this completion card is saying you have done enough. You are enough. You're like doubting whether or not you're enough. Whether you've purified yourself enough. Whether or not you're actually really ready. This completion card is about relax before taking on the next assignment all the way. The reason why you're kind of like in this mid-air state, you're actually in a really great place. You feel really good, actually. You're just not used to feeling safe and protected and loved. You're used to something happening and nothing else is going to happen, actually. Nothing else is going to happen. This is all really good. You can actually have what you want. Go ahead, eat the candy. You know, you can trust that whoever comes into your life, it's good because you know how to use the energies. You know how to use the energies already. You can know how to turn anything into a positive situation. That's who you are. And maybe you still need to go to the park and sit and meditate on that. And just always allow yourself to feel good and complete. Stop waiting for the next foot to fall. It's not going to. Okay? There's no more grief for you to feel. There's nothing else for you to detoxify. And if you're still doing that, you're kind of just digging and digging into your energy. And you just really need to let go. You can just let it go. It's over. Like the past is over. It's time for you to go into a new life. No, you may not be all the way clear about what that looks like and how it's going to end and where you're going to be, but that's okay. It says Daniel, Angel 50, eloquence gives answers to those in doubt. Just keep talking to your guides, your ancestors, the goddess, and keep reiterating to yourself, all is well with my soul. It's okay for me to enjoy the ice cream. All right. I love you guys. If you need any sessions with me, you can look at my shop, which is in the description below. And thank you to Mary Magdalene for such beautiful messages from the heart. Peace.